You're watching Carolina and Company Live. With your host, Cecil Chandler. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. It is a Tuesday. My name is Cecil Chandler, and this is Carolina and Company Live, the show that keeps you informed about everything going on. We got a great show lined up today. We're going to talk about a fishing tournament. We're going to talk about a big event coming up in Hartsville, a golf tournament, and we've got the pet of the day from the Humane Society. All that's coming up. But right now, let's check on the weather and see what's happening there. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, now it's time for the Grandstand Humane Society. Every Tuesday they're on with the pet of the day. And let me see, I think we've got to put pets today. Jessica, look at this. What do you have? Hold them up where we can see them.
Can you guys see
look
him there?
Get a close-up. We're going to go in and zoom. Look at there. Three little
baby kittens.
Kitties. Mm-hmm. All right.
This is our newest litter of bottle babies at the shelter, and I wanted to bring them out today so people can see what we have available for our foster program. This is the time of year that we need fosters so badly, especially for these bottle babies. They need to eat every few hours when they don't have their mommy, so we depend on our fosters to take care of them and get them ready for adoption. They'll be ready in about 5 weeks for adoption, if you can believe it, based on how small they are now.
They are so cute. All right, now you can't adopt them this early. You got to wait a little longer, right?
Goodness, no. Yeah. About 8 weeks old, they're ready for adoption. These guys are 2 weeks now, so they have another 5-6 weeks until they can be adopted. But they can go to a loving foster home today.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I could use the sleep.
All right, I know you're always looking for volunteers.
Always looking for volunteers, absolutely. They can come on down, fill out a volunteer application, and we'll get them started right away.
All right, any events coming up?
We do. We have our annual Love and Care Golf Tournament, June 4th. It's at Lake Arrowhead Golf Course, 1 o'clock shotgun start and dinner to follow. And anybody can call the shelter for more details about that event.
All right, have you named the kitties yet?
I haven't.
You haven't?
If I name them, then I end up keeping them.
That's right.
Can't have any more.
Mo, Joe, and Curly. No, that wouldn't work that way. All right. Thanks a lot, Jessica. We appreciate it. Don't forget to check it out. The Grandstand Humane Society, if you're looking for a pet. Kitties, you could have one. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, a Tuesday, kind of cool, but it's a nice day. The sun's shining. I'll tell you about something that's coming up. The Myrtle Beach Bowl and Tire Town have teamed up to create a weekend of events to help raise money and awareness for the March of Dimes. It's 24-hour bowling challenge, Get Off the Lane, corporate challenges, bowling tournament, raffles, and a lot more. It's open to everyone, April 1st and 2nd from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. Now, if you want to know more about it, you can go to marchforbabies.org/Team Bowlathon and find out more about it. I call this number 236-1020, 236-1020. If you want to get involved in that. It's coming up April 1st and 2nd. All right, let's find out a little bit about today. Today is Tuesday, March 22nd, and this is Roller Coaster Day. All right, a good day to ride a roller coaster. And it's also As Young as You Feel Day. I feel young today. Birthday's 1931. Let's check him out. Here he is, William Shatner. The man is 85 years old. Captain Kirk, Star Trek, you remember that from 66 to 94. Also T.J. Hooker and Boston Legal. All right, 1965, Rick Harrison, of course, he's 51, the reality show Pawn Stars. He dropped out of school to repossess cars with his dad, and now he has his own reality show. 1976, Reese Witherspoon, 40 years old. She was in Hot Pursuit, American Psycho, Sweet Home Alabama, one of my favorite. 4 Christmases, and her biggest quote, do you remember when she was arrested? Do you know who I am? Very stupid. Never ask that question. You're hoping they don't know. Today in history, it was 1963. The Beatles released their first album, Please, Please, Please Me. 1964, Barbra Streisand is on the cover of the New York Times Magazine section. Now from the Know-It-All department, I don't know if you'll know this, most of you guys may know this if you're a little older. Who was the first nude model for Playboy magazine? Who knows? Marilyn Monroe. You're right, Marilyn Monroe, 1953. And now if you know, there'll be no nude foldouts in Playboy. So Playboy is changing. Marilyn Monroe was the first nude in 1953. That's from the Know-It-All department today. We got a great show lined up. Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about a fishing tournament that you might want to get involved in. And welcome back. Now, do you like fishing? Well, you're going to love this tournament, the annual Grand Strand Saltwater Anglers Association Flounder Tournament, set for April 23rd. Now, you can win up to $1,500. There's a lot of money in this, so I know there's a lot of people that get involved with this. Now, Lou's with me now to talk a little bit about the Grand Strand Saltwater Big Annual Flounder Tournament.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's going to be bigger this year than ever, I think you'd say.
It is, it is. It's going to be, this is our 15th year, and it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And you know what? We get repeats, and we have a real good flounder tournament. There has never been a bad word said about this tournament. People just love this tournament.
Well, they can win so much money. You're talking about from $1,500 all the way down to the 39th. Let's see, the 39th largest is 10th place, and you get $150 for that. So you're going to win some money.
Oh, yeah.
Just about all the people that catch a flounder.
That's right. Last year, the winning fish was about 4 pounds. You know,
wow, that's a big flounder.
For 4 pounds, when they even get bigger, you know, 4 pounds is not that big.
So if you know where the good fishing places are for flounder, you might want to enter the contest. Now, what does it cost to enter a boat or a person? How do they do it?
It's $45 is the entry fee. First, for early bird, it's $35, and you can pick up applications at what the heck, at bait stores and all over the town, and we've sent out 150 of these already. Oh. So there are, and if you need applications, you can just call 843-651-2076.
All right, now look, I got to ask you this: how many entries y'all have last year? Do you remember how many people y'all had in?
200.
200.
Yes.
Wow. And they go out at what time? They leave from Merle's Inlet.
It starts at 6.
Right.
And we have weigh-in from 3:30 to 5 o'clock, and the weigh-in is at the back end of the boat landing at Merle's Inlet. And
well, that's a lot of fun. You get to come out and see who's caught what.
Oh,
and
yeah.
watch the competition, and everybody can come out for that.
Oh, definitely, and it's a big picnic. We have hamburgers, hot dogs,
everything.
Everything.
All right, if you want to be involved in the Grand Strand Saltwater Anglers coming up April 23rd, you have time to get in right now. So you better check on it. Go online. You can find out more about it. And Lou, always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, the 6th annual Beachcombers Shrine Unit Shootout Golf Tournament is set for Saturday, April 2nd at River Oaks Golf Plantation in Myrtle Beach. And Greg is with me to talk about the shootout because this is a big fundraiser for the Beachcombers.
It sure is, Cecil. This will be the 6th year we've done this. It was one of our ways to try to give back to the public because we do so much during the year, and we wanted to make this a fun time for them. So
Well, people don't know exactly what the Beachcombers do. Tell them what they raise money for.
We raise money. We have 22 hospitals nationwide. The Shriners Hospital we deal with most is in Greenville, and that's for the orthopedic. And then we have a hospital in Cincinnati that does all our burn victims and does the cleft palates and stuff like that.
All right, now when you're talking about kids that go there, tell them what it costs.
Regardless of ability to pay, they are not turned away. Matter of fact, this past year, just in Omar, which is the eastern side of the state here, we've had right at 400 trips with the kids going back and forth to the hospital at no charge.
That is amazing, I tell you, and that's why when the Shriners come in, you always give to what they're doing. All right, can people still get in the golf tournament?
Yes, we do.
Openings?
We still have a few spots open. We still have some hole sponsors open. It's $50 to play per person, $200 a team. You get that round of golf that day, and we got the golf course. Scott Taylor and his group at River Oaks have been really good to us, and they're going to give you a certificate for a whole other round.
Wow, that's pretty good.
You're really getting 2 for 1. We're going to have Tom Garber be out there, and he's one of the long drive guys that goes to Vegas every year. He'll be set up, and I've seen him hit one over 400 yards.
Oh, man.
We've got, we have a couple of 3-day, 2-night stays to give away as prizes.
That's in the prizes. We have a silent auction too?
We would have a regular, we haven't done the auction,
yeah,
but we kind of do this in. Like I was saying, we try to give back to the public.
Well, that's pretty good, though, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Last year, you remember what y'all raised last year?
It was close to $14,000 that one day.
That is so good.
Yeah, we have also too. We have a $1,000 hole-in-one sponsored by the PGA Superstore.
Now that's pretty good.
So
all right.
we have a lot of
there's
things
a phone
going
number
on.
now. If
That's
people
right.
are wanting to go, they can call the River Oaks Golf Plantation and get involved. Look at that course. You're talking about a beautiful course.
It was voted last year Golf Course of the Year for Myrtle Beach, and Scott and his staff does a really good job, and that course is in really good shape right now.
All right, check it out. The 6th Annual Beachcombers Shrine Unit's coming up Saturday, April 2nd. You want to get involved in it, you call that number was on the screen right then, or contact us, Shriner, and they'll tell you how to do it.
Or go by the golf course.
Or go by the golf course. Thanks a lot,
Thank you very
my friend.
much for having me.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, we've got Ed the Gumbo Man with us. Now, you're talking about some seafood gumbo, and I'm not just saying this because I eat it, and I eat it a lot. Now, I got to ask you, Ed, why is it so good? You tell me that.
Thanks for asking that. That's a good question. And, you know, we do a lot of samplings in the grocery stores. And every comment that we get, people say, it tastes so fresh. And I'm going, well, there's a reason for that. We put no additional preservatives in our seafood gumbo. Wow. The only preservatives that are in it are in the flour and in the andouille sausage. And that's why it stays so fresh and has that wonderful perky flavor, shall we say.
All right, I got to ask you this. Is it gluten-free? People ask you that, I'm sure.
Well, we make it with a real roux. So the roux has flour in it, so now, no, it's not going to be a gluten-free product.
All right, well, I was looking a minute ago on the thing. It says sodium and sugar. It's very low in that.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, I made this so I could eat it. Okay.
I know it.
And sugars needed to stay low for me. There's only 3 grams in our quart size, and in the proteins there's 11, and the sodium is only 390 milligrams.
Now that's unbelievable. All right, now you started with my size. You see it, the big one there, that's my size. But then you've changed up, you know, for people that don't eat a lot, and you've got the small size now.
Yeah, that small size has worked out very well for us because it's for seniors, let's say, or for a single serving, college students or folks that are just want a quick lunch or something. It's a great size. Now, Publix has only the pint size right now, and our quart is in Walmart and Publix and Bilo.
All right, now you're in how many Walmarts right now?
Oh my goodness, we're in 137 Walmart stores, and if you can, my voice is kind of going a little bit.
You've been on the road a lot.
We've been on the road. We're in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. And last week we were in Georgia, from Toccoa to Atlanta, down to Augusta, and the week before we were in Florida. But it just feels so good to be back here.
But you got to get it out there to let people know. I mean, I know how good it is.
Yeah.
And that's just what's so amazing. Any other stores you're looking at right now that you can talk about, or you can't tell me?
We're looking at a Texas group right now.
Wow.
HEB. we're in conversation with them. So we're really trying to stretch this out.
You got to push it out. I tell you what, I'm going to tell you, this is no joke. I don't say it unless I mean it. And I promise you, I eat that a lot. It is unbelievable. I mean, if you've never tried the seafood gumbo, tell them where you can find it in stores.
Please, it's in the frozen seafood section in Walmart and in public stores. Buy all the same thing.
All right, you brought me some more, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you got it.
All right. All right, we got a lot more coming up. I want to thank Ed the Gumbo Man for being with me. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back. Reno Fest is coming back to Hartsville. Let me tell you, the Bluegrass Festival is set for March 25th through the 27th in downtown Hartsville. Let me tell you, they put on a show and they draw a crowd. I'm telling you. Jim Money's with me now, and Jim, it gets bigger every year, buddy. I'm telling you, where are you putting the people?
It sure does. We're putting them everywhere. Luckily, we got a couple of new hotels in Hartsville since the last time. This is the 19th year for Reno Fest, named for Don Reno, who is in the Bluegrass Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's a shirt you have on. There's a picture of him right on the front of it. Yeah. And go ahead, I'm listening.
His, as I've told you a little bit ago, his claim to fame initially that everybody relates to is that he recorded with Arthur Smith a song called Feudin' Banjos in the 1950s that ultimately became dueling banjos in the movie Deliverance in the late 1960s.
That's pretty big. All right, now y'all got stuff going on all the time now. You got Ronnie Reno's he's going to be here with his
Ronnie
band,
Reno
right?
will be playing on Saturday night.
Okay.
We start at 1:30 Friday afternoon with the band contest. We have 7 bands from Virginia, North and South Carolina that will be competing for a $1,500 prize. At the same time, between 3 and 6, we've got something new this year called Hartsville Pick and Grin. There'll be 12 artists performing for free in 6 different venues in downtown Hartsville. That runs us through to about 6, and then after dinner we have what we call Downtown Hoedown. They block off the downtown Carolina Avenue, and we'll have live bands playing outside. The restaurants will be open. There'll be food served on the streets. So bring a lawn chair, sit down and enjoy a free concert. Then Saturday we kick off about 9:30 in the morning with a banjo and a guitar contest that runs through till about 1:30 in the afternoon. And I don't know whether you play or not. So,
no,
but
I don't.
I play guitar, and last year there was an 11-year-old boy that finished first runner-up, and I was backstage, and one of the guys said, "Well, Jim, you play the guitar. What do you think?" I said, "Well, I think I'm going to go home and cut my thumbs off."
So you get a lot of talent that come to this, though.
Tremendous amount of talent. We are then going into the afternoon and the evening. We have the professional bands, a band called the Grascals. The headliners this year, Ronnie Reno's band, will be playing the Virginia Luthiers, along with several other bands. And then we wind up, believe it or not, Sunday morning. We keep going, and the Henson Sisters, if you've never heard of them, have a free gospel performance at the United Methodist Church.
All right, that sounds good. And this is the T-shirt, too. Don't forget to get a souvenir T-shirt. All right, thanks a lot, Jim. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us. All right, thanks a lot. There's a T-shirt. I have a souvenir T-shirt right now. Check it out in Hartsville this weekend, a big event. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, tomorrow we're going to be Laurinburg and Scotland counties. It's going to be a great show. Tune in. Thursday we'll be around the Pawleys Island area, too. Great show.